Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the OS Talk. Z-Trot here today, and we've got a great guest to interview. We have Juankristal with us today. How you doing, man?
I'm fine.
Good to
really
hear.
Happy to be here, I have to say.
Well, I'm glad you're here as well. I mean, we had a lot of fun commentating on the Mania World Cup last week. Got a lot of time out of the way. Group stages were a bit rough, kind of rocky, but we're moving on to the round of 16. It's going to be good. We also have Deadbeat with us, as always. How you doing, Deadbeat?
Really glad you decided to help us.
Yeah, same here. I mean, we were kind of lost there. During the beginning
Actual lifesaver.
Yeah, during the beginning of the Mania World Cup, we actually were given the ability to go find somebody, and we looked for people for a little bit. I even talked to someone else. We did manage to get Zach, who had a little bit of 4-key knowledge there, but not as extensive as someone that plays the mode as their main mode. So it was really cool that Juan actually came and helped us. It was also really fantastic that we also got Halogen to help as well later on, which was kind of great. And
Bit of a spoiler, we actually also have Halogen has agreed to do an interview as well, so look forward to that.
yeah, so without further ado, we'll kind of get into some of these questions, then we'll open it up for the community later on, and you guys will be able to ask any questions you have for Juan, and he will hopefully answer them to the best of his ability. Of course, if there's any kind of questions that he feels are inappropriate or not safe for the discussion at hand, we'll go ahead and skip those. Moving right on to our first question though, Juan, how did you find out about OS? What brought you to it?
Oh wow, it's like a long time ago. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago that a friend told me about a rhythm game. He's still playing me Guitar Hero sometimes, so he told me about a computer games like Guitar Hero, and he said, "Hey, try us. It's a game of clicking circles. It will be really fun for you." And yep, it ended up being a really good thing for me.
Well, that's cool. So with that, I'll kind of move on to the second one, then we'll let Deadbeat get into the other ones real quick because it kind of segues perfectly. Have you ever played any other rhythm games aside from OS? And while you were saying earlier, you got linked to it.
Yeah.
Then I kind of assume, like, if you played Guitar Hero, did you ever touch Frets on Fire?
I only played the 3 Guitar Hero. I don't know what was the name of it. Heroes of Rock was? I don't remember.
Legends of Rock?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah.
Yeah,
I know which Guitar Hero you're talking about.
That was the only one that I played. I played some Guitar Flashing Facebook because there wasn't any the Awesome Mania mode in us in that time. So Guitar Flash and Guitar Hero, the only ones. I also tried Step Mania, but I didn't like it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero was pretty fun.
Yeah, Guitar Hero was fun. Like, I'm not telling you to go, like, absolutely give it a try, but if you really liked Guitar Hero, looking at Frets on Fire, I don't know if they updated it anymore, might be something you're interested in. You can use your keyboard to play it. It's pretty fun, from my opinion. I mean, definitely, you have to have a specific type of keyboard. You don't want to have a keyboard that's got the F1, 2, 3, 4, and 5s split apart. You know how nowadays most keyboards have F1 through 4 in one section, F5 through 8 in another, and then 9 through 12 in its own little segment. But if you find those older keyboards that had F1 through 5 all next to each other, it's really good for Frets on Fire because it's basically, it's kind of in the same manner of what OS is. It's a clone to a degree. It has its own stuff too that it brought to the game to make it fresh, but it is pretty fun. I mean, it's something that you can enjoy, and it's pretty quick to download. There's loads of songs. The only downside is it's kind of the same way as O2 Jam was. I don't know if you've ever played O2 Jam, but the community charts on that, you had hit or miss. It was really just hit or miss with those. So aside from me plugging the hell out of Frets on Fire, what other rhythm games did you play?
No, I think that I only played those 2. I never tried O2 Jam or LR2. I wanna try some Voltex, but I don't have the controller to play it, so I don't wanna play that game with a normal keyboard. So I will wait until I can get someone's controller for the Sun Voltex. That game has really good songs and I really wanna try them.
Yeah.
Also the laser sings and the Skrillex button are really fun.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to different rhythm games and stuff like that, I actually played a lot of DJ Max, and it wasn't until recently I got my friend to let me borrow his controller, and then I realized I play DJ Max way better on a keyboard now, and I think that has part to do with the fact that I do play 4K and Mania every once in a while, just for fun. Not like any kind of, I'm some kind of pro or anything. I just like playing 4Key, and I'm totally okay with playing converts, and I know a lot of people are like, converts are cancer, don't do it. And I'm like, no, I gotta do it.
Converts are not cool. I mean, they are fine if you wanna play the game and relax and have fun, but the best maps are for sure the Mania only ones.
Yeah, I mean, one of the ones I really have fun with is that Crack Tracks, the one that's got the 4-key advanced. I've gotten to where I can.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten to where I can almost test that. I get like 92, 93% accuracy. I'm getting better.
Yeah, you can go for it. You can go for the.
If you play properly, you get better.
Well, I can't play properly. Look, dude, you have to understand. I played a whole lot of Step Mania. I'm used to the arrow keys. I'm so used to anytime I see a 4-lane anything, I instantly assume arrow keys. So yes, I do play with up, down, left, right as my keys for 4-key.
Oh, so you play index?
Yes. And
nice.
Yeah, that's just how I've gotten used to playing 4-key. Cause like when I very first started Step Mania or Flash Revolution, either which one, like I was a dumb young child. I saw up, down, left, right, and I'm like, I guess I should totally map that to up, down, left, right.
Yeah, it happened to me when I first started playing Step Mania.
Yeah.
Until I saw some videos about using the DFGK.
Yeah.
It's better for me.
Yeah, that shit blew my mind when I saw that. I was like, wait, you can do that? Like, and I never really got anything adjusted to it, so it really kind of sucked. So I just kind of stuck with the arrow keys. But other than that, I mean, I pretty much enjoyed it. But anyways, go ahead, Deadbeat, with those other questions. I'm sorry for kind of going off on tangent, but we have fun here.
Yeah, it's no problem. I think we've already kind of figured the answer to this one, but what originally got you into playing Osmania?
Well, I started playing Osmania like 1 or maybe 2 years ago, 1.5, and that was because I was playing Guitar Flash, and the same friend that told me about Os told me that there was a new game mode called Osmania. I quit also like 3 years ago, and I started playing it again because of that game mode. And when I saw it, it was really good and really fun. Also 4-key, I really like 4-key more than 5, so I started playing it because of that. And well, I started playing converts and all that stuff, and well, playing a lot. I don't know. That's the main reason, I think.
How long did it take you before you started like moving away from converts?
I don't know how much time it was. I remember it was a Top Mania player in that time. His name was Eroi. I think he's still playing. He told me, hey, why you play converts? You can play Mania maps. Go try this one. And we started playing multiplayer games. And it happened that I was a good player, so I started playing all of the ranked maps. And well, I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 months playing auto converts. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I could see myself playing converts indefinitely because I'm so bad at like the standard ones. I mean, there's some, but it just feels like the mapping cap, like the skill level for like what's created for Mania is a lot higher of an entry level than what the converts offer, because the converts offer you the ability to play something that's a little bit easier. Sometimes it'll be slowed down, more simplistic rhythm, versus like when you're playing the standalone Mania maps, you kind of can see that these guys know what they're doing when they've created this. They've been playing it for quite some time, And while it's probably good and fun for those that have mastered the craft, for people trying to get interested in Mania, it's like, what the hell? How do I do this?
Yeah, I don't know about converts. I played a lot Big Black and those kind of songs, but now I can't even touch one auto convert. But it helps to train the accuracy, the 300 rainbows, so it's not really that bad.
Another question. We kind of, sorry Deadbeat, I cut you off. I apologize. But like we kind of talked about this a little bit, so I kind of want to pull it up real quick. Like you were saying, the DFJK, like so when you started playing Osmania, were you already acclimated to that style, or were you still using, you know, like the original DDR arrow key format?
No. Once I started playing Osmania, I played with the default, so DFGK. I never tried the index one.
Speaking of playstyle, do you play the scrolling down or DDR style where everything goes upwards?
No. Scrolling down. I tried to use the DDR, but I can't read it. I don't know why, but I cannot read it. I think I used to play with the down scroll.
Yeah, I have to keep mine flipped upside down, obviously. It took a while to get used to, but up scroll just works better for me. Like, I mean, I play a lot of DJ Max and it was down scroll, but I still always felt, I'm like, man, I probably could play so much better if this would just move up. And it's like, nope. And then Osmania is like, hey, we can do that. You could totally flip our play field upside down and use it. And I was like, awesome.
I actually haven't tried playing it with the DDR style. Like, I've played Osmania every now and then, but I don't know if I really tried it with the DDR style. I probably should at some point.
Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing though, the more you play it like that, the harder it's going to be to go back to normal. Because
I imagine so.
I've tried playing it down again and it's just like, nope.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was like the scrolling speed. You cannot change the scrolling speed once you got played a lot with that one.
Yeah, I should do the most horrible thing ever and go DDR style and then play nothing but converts.
Ooh. That sounds scrub tier, Deadbeat.
I don't care. Just playing because I like the music.
Yeah, I hear ya. So, let's get into our discussion on the Mania World Cup a little bit, guys, because all three of us here, we're like pretty deep-rooted into that. But Juan himself also takes part in plays. So, last year's tournament, you entered that one as well, correct?
Yep, I entered that one.
Alright, well, what got you interested in taking part in Mania in more of a competitive light?
Oh, while I was playing, I started playing Mania. My goal was to hit the top 50 of my country, of Argentina. And once I got to that point, I told to myself, hey, if I can go this far, maybe I can play in the World Cup. It will be really fun. And I saw Argentina playing in the Standard World Cup, so I really wanted to be in that one. In the Mania one. And yeah, I think that my motivation was to play better and meet new people, have fun in the Mania World Cup, and hopefully I got to that and started and played. Now I'm playing again this year, and it's really fun, I have to say.
So just looking at last year's results, it actually looks like you didn't get past the round of 16. Do you think you'll get further than that this year?
I have to say, from last year, I think we have a really bad luck, because my teammate Icarus had problems with his computer, so he couldn't play, and that's why we lost against France. But it was a really hard match. In this year, I think we can make it further. We have to see if we can beat Poland tomorrow. It will be a really hard match, but I think we can do it. We can go to the quarterfinals, maybe even the semifinals. I'm not sure.
Do Do you think it's any better this year, the tournament? Because there have been a few changes compared to last year.
Oh, I think it's really, really better than last year. The loser bracket is amazing. Like
Yeah, there's been a lot of positive feedback for the whole double
Yeah.
elimination.
some teams that didn't deserve to lose couldn't play again, and I think the double elimination system is really cool. And also the banning system. Like if you're not good hitting long notes, you can ban the long note maps, and if you're not good hitting slider velocity changes, you can ban those maps, and you have more opportunities to win. So I think that two changes is the best thing about this new World Cup.
It is always quite interesting how, like, all the changes that have been happening.
Yeah. Also another really good thing is the amount of teams. We have 32 this year, and last year there was 20. So I am really happy to see more countries playing this time.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised that we managed to get a full 32 team roster. I
Yeah.
think now every World Cup has had 32 teams.
Now, I want to kind of touch base on something we don't have here written on the interview, and it's a little bit disheartening, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it because I know there might be a few people that are kind of wondering what happened to the recap of group stage this year. Because with some of the tournaments, we do recaps during each week, and that's fine, you know, things happen. And I think we just lost our Juan. Oh dear. So while we wait for Juan to come back, we're gonna just ad-lib this for a little bit, and me and Deadbeat are gonna talk about this one. So obviously there was a lot of win by defaults, you know, and I personally did not like that. I felt that was kind of bad, but some of them did have reasons, and for some of the reasons I'd like to kind of go into, so people don't just hate on these teams and think that they weren't able to take part. Now, Israel, for example, they really wanted to play. They did not just leave to leave. I do believe one of the players, it was the Sabbath, and if you understand with their customs and stuff, you do not do anything on the Sabbath. That is a day for relaxation. That is a day to reflect. You don't really do stuff, and unfortunately we kind of had that matched up on that day, so that is why Israel was not able to take part, and that is very unfortunate. As for the Chilean team, what happened with them is kind of the same thing that happened last year. I don't understand why they do it or what they gain. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. But that's kind of why we're not doing a round of 16. I mean, not a round of 16, I apologize. A group stage recap, because there was only enough matches to really cover, and then we'd literally be going over 16 win by defaults. And that would not be cool, you know. And it's unfortunate.
I think from now on, with most World Cup recaps, I think we'll just ignore the group stage and focus more on the round of 16 onwards.
Yeah. I mean, that makes a bit more sense. And Juan is back, which is great. Okay, let me go ahead and give you talk card. There you go,
Done.
buddy.
Oh wow.
Good timing.
Yeah, it's not a problem. We just went over basically this group stage and why there was so many win by default. So there's no real big loss there. We covered that pretty decently. So what we'd like to go over next is, how are you enjoying the commentation scene? Is it something that you enjoy?
Oh wow. Yeah, I really enjoy being a commentator. I really like to commentate, and also doing it in English, and first time doing it, and in a tournament like this one, it's a really amazing thing. I did commentate in Spanish tournaments that I did host, but this is amazing. It's like a dream becoming true. I really wanted to someday, some year, commentate one match or at least in the Mania World Cup, and now it's happening. So I'm really enjoying this. Also with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we're
really
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, it's kind of great when you could, like, that makes me feel pretty awesome when you say it's like a dream come true. I mean, I've gotten so used to doing this, I just forget how much of an impact. I look back at my first OS World Cup that I commentated for, And then I just remember all that nervous, excited energy I had, and just how crazy it was. And now that I've gotten, basically, I've kind of cemented myself in as a staple of, hey, Z-Trot isn't talking on this thing. Where's Z-Trot? You know? And I've gotten to the... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just for people, just as an example of this, for people who don't actually watch the World Cup streams, A, you should, and B, in between matches, we often do like these little AMAs just to pass time. They're not really AMAs, it's like the more of a just ask a Z-Trot anything else, the rest of us don't matter.
Yes, Master Neutral. Starting out in the first World Cup, and Deadbeat, make sure, like, if we go over this, I mean, I'm gonna clean it too. But this next part, you're gonna have to probably get some hit misses going so we can do this, because I'm about to go all up ephemeral up in this bitch.
Oh yeah.
So basically, yes, Master Neutral, you're correct. When I did the first OS World Cup, I was still a little bit hard on swearing, and like it didn't really bother anybody at first, and then what ended up happening is I guess Peppy was on stream, and I can't remember what match. It was a United States match. That's the only reason why I got so pissed. We were winning, and then I think it was Sapphire Ghost that dropped the ball. And I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Sapphire Ghost drops. Oh my fucking god, we've lost. This is it. The US is going down. We're not going to fucking make it. Oh, fucking Jesus. Please, Sapphire Ghost, make the goddamn comebacks. And Ephemeral was just laughing. He was laughing next to me on stream. Literally could not say anything else. And then they came back. And I'm like, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Yes. The United States takes a win, they bring it all back together, it's 2-2. Fuck yeah! Sapphire Ghost, you've redeemed yourself, we're gonna fucking win this! And then the next day I received a beautiful PM that's like, you can't do that. Please do never do that again. Just don't do it. And
that was beautiful.
Yeah. Sapphire Ghost needs to see these.
And like it was like, I had so much fun with it, but yeah, I needed to learn how to control my language. And
I think Ephemeral did that once during the CTB World Cup. I think he said the F word, and someone in chat started like bringing it up, and I'm like, dude, someone picked up on this. He's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It's hard to control yourself while you're commentating.
Oh, there's been a couple times where I literally had to. I caught myself last week. In fact, I was about to say what the shit, and I'm like, what the? Oh, I caught myself. Haha.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. You know, like, if you could do a cast like in the ESL, True Noodle, please explain that. Is it the esports league?
Yep.
Okay, so you're talking like, okay, Darius Top, he's going in on the Oriana, he's going in, he's doing the twist, oh my god, boom, dunk, yeah, fucking destroyed.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it, that's for sure.
Yeah, like, there's been a couple times, and it's very rare occasions where I have to commentate on my own. Like, and when I commentate on my own, what I start to do is I literally just read off everything play by play. Or when it's just me and Deadbeat, and Deadbeat's seen me do that before. I'll be like,
oh yeah, I can vouch for it. There have been a few times where it's just two of us, and he will do a play by play for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I want to see if I could.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
Pretty much, and I'm pretty decent at it when it goes in. Like, I can get the drops as they're happening and everything. But when there's other people on stream, I don't want to take up all that time, you know, and just go through there. But when it's just me, I'm like, well, forget it. Let's see. I'm like, we're 35% through the map. Everybody holding a 99.7% combo. Yeah. Everybody's doing good. Oh my God, there's a drop from juankristal. Oh man, that's gonna be very painful.
Please
no. But oh no, there's 2 drops on the other team. Oh my, I don't know what's gonna happen, everybody. Oh, this is getting close. It's getting close. We're breaking it down. There's only 75% of this. I mean, there's only 25% of the song left. What's gonna happen?
Drops again.
Yep.
And Argentina takes it with 1 point.
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
Yeah, we
actually,
definitely
didn't
want
we
to
have
see
a
that.
match? Wasn't like a match in the weekend, last weekend, where it like 75 points.
71 points. Yeah, it was Canada against China.
Yeah,
that was really that was insane.
Stuff be really crazy. All right though. So let's get into our questions again now that we've got you back. Apologize for that tangent there, folks.
That was a great tangent.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. You guys also, now Juan, you also play other game modes a fair bit. Is it hard to try playing more than one game mode, or do you just play them when you feel like taking a break from Most Mania?
Oh, I actually am surprised that this question come up because I don't play other game modes a lot. I play some CTV and some standard. I really like the standard because it was the first game mode that I ever played in Oz, and I still think it is the best one. I enjoy playing more standard than also Mania, and that's strange, but I enjoy more that clicking circles than hitting piano notes. And about the CTV, I play because I did host a tournament for CTV and I wanted to know more about the game mode and how to commentate that game mode.
Actually, I want to go back to this, because it's the second time they've actually mentioned hosting tournaments. Like, how many have you actually hosted, and like, whenabouts was that?
Oh, I host like 3 tournaments, I think it was 3 or 4. I think it was 3. One for standard, one for 4K Mania, and one for standard, all for the Spanish community.
Cool, I didn't actually know about that.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Now, I do have to ask, because when we make the OS World Cups, we put a lot of time into the management, the staff that we're going to have with us, our commentators, our time slots, the streaming software and everything like that. When hosting your own tournament, what kind of troubles as a host do you come across? Because we come across all kinds of them, and I just want to see if it's kind of like something that you actually understand, because I know that people that host these tournaments, they usually tend to have a little bit more respect for the World Cup after they've tried to host their own. Would you say that it's very difficult, or would you say that it's pretty easy?
Hosting tournaments is not an easy thing, that's for sure. I mean, you need a lot of people. That's the harder thing, I think, because if you put a lot of your effort hosting a tournament, it's not enough. You need other people to help you. I have Yui, an Argentina player that helps me a lot with this. He streams and commentates with me, and we need a lot of referees. It's really hard, and when I saw the World Cup, I was telling to myself, I don't know how they can do it. If I have problems with these small teams, I don't know about the timing zones. I mean, Australia against Brazil, when you can match up that match, like 12 hours of difference between both teams. I do respect a lot the World Cup things, and it's really hard to host tournaments, but if you really want to do it, then you probably will do it without many problems. But you need a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of people puts the same effort, if not more effort than you.
I feel like I know that name, Yui.
Yeah, he's a Bitmap nominator, I think, from standard. Maybe
Yeah, that
you
sounds
know
about right,
him.
actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen him around before, actually. Do you think you'll host any more tournaments after the 4K World Cup is finished?
I wanna do a Taiko one this year, and if I have enough players to do a 7-key one, then probably another. I wanna do something like the World Cups, but in the Spanish community, like 1 game mode tournament per year. But let's see if I have the time. That's the main problem.
I want a OS Kitty Cup, so I can go in and actually feel like I'm good.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many times I've brought up like an Oz World Cup, but for like not the pros.
Yeah. The basically the Bronze 5 World Cup. There we go. Everybody has fun. Anyways.
No, they don't.
Fun.
Yeah, I guess they don't. But anyways, we're gonna move on to the next question. Take it away, Deadbeat.
Yeah, so it looks like you've actually started to get a bit into mapping. How's that going for you?
Oh, mapping. Oh wow, mapping in Mania is so devastating, so frustrating. I really like to map. It's really hard to understand some things, but once that you get the rhythm, it's really fun.
Well, you should talk to Zetron about that. He understands the mapping editor perfectly, don't you, Z-Drive?
Yeah, actually I do. I made that really bad Sonic back-to-back Mania map.
Oh, I wanna try that one.
Go for it. The normal's more like a hard. It's probably in the graveyard, but it's still there.
I will check that out.
All right. And another thing is with you taking part of mapping, do you have any interest in the Mania mapping contest that's going to be going on this month?
Oh, some people told me about it, and I have to hear the song a lot of times to really know if I will map an entry or not. I wanna, but I don't know if I will have the time because now that I started the university again, I don't have a lot of time, so maybe I will pass. I really wanted to take part of it, but I'm not sure.
Well, that actually kind of segues perfectly into our next question, so I'm kind of glad you brought that up. What kind of things do you do in your downtime? I know that you can't be OS every day, all day. So, what
You don't know me. Say that.
Well, that's very true, but what does Juan do in his downtime?
Oh, well.
Wow.
This is a really hard question. I do more things than us. Yeah. I play soccer a lot. I really like to play and also watch soccer. I go to the stadium every single Sunday. So
Oh, that's cool.
I really enjoy that. And also I like to draw. I draw some anime and manga style. I'm not really good, but I really enjoy doing that. But those two things, I think, are the most things that I do in my downtime. Also chatting with some friends and playing other games.
So, I gotta ask real quick. You said you like soccer a lot. How good are your juggling skills? Because I'm terrible at that. I mean, I used to play when I was younger. But I can never juggle a ball more than like maybe 5 or 6 times before I'd lose control.
Don't worry, I am the worst juggling ever because I am a goalkeeper, so I am really bad with the feet.
Yeah.
I used to play on the soccer team when I was a little kid, like 7 or 8 years old. And there was this one kid on my team called Mark, and every time we did juggling practice, without fail, he'd always just start off with doing as many headers as he could.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Like it was just headbutt, just like just drop it and you just start kicking it around.
That's impressive. I remember
It was very impressive to watch.
Our coach said that like whoever could get to 20 juggles first would get a brand new pair of like Nike cleats, and everybody wanted a pair of those Nike cleats. They looked so amazing. So it's like I tried so hard, and like the highest I ever got was like 7 or 8, and only one kid got to 15, and the coach was really cool. And he's like, you know what, you guys all really tried, so we Nike cleats for everyone, and we were all like, whee, yay!
Wow, that's a cool coach.
Yeah, he was great. It was a youth league, so we only played during the summer. But I remember I did a pretty awesome job. I mean, I broke my foot, but I won the game.
Oh wow.
I won the
Amazing.
game, but
Epic.
I broke my foot. It was 0-0 the whole game.
We had these two really weird games. One, I think we won like 33-0, and we went half the game without a goalkeeper.
What?
What?
And the other game, we went 14-1. But technically, we got all 15 goals because we gave them one of our players, and she was the one who got their goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I miss my old soccer team. It was great.
Yeah. No, it was a complete deadlock the entire game, and then the coach is like, look, somebody's got to make a point, or this is gonna go straight into a tie. And I was like, I've got you, coach. I've got this. And my friend Charlie passed it to me, and I already knew, like, right when I went to kick it, I could feel my other foot just not bending the right way. I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna work. But I went through the pain, and I wish I wouldn't have went through the pain, and I kicked that ball as hard as I could, and then my other leg that was holding the support the foot just snapped.
Ouch.
And like
That would have been fun.
I hit the goal, and everybody starts cheering, and I'm the only one going like, ah, 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 because my foot was broken. And they all come pick me up, and they're like cheering, and I'm like screaming, And they think I'm screaming because I got a goal and I want us to game, but I'm screaming in like the most agonizing pain I could possibly imagine.
Did they throw you up in the air as well?
Yeah! It was
Yes!
like my coach finally figured out what was going on and they rushed me to the hospital, but it was terrible. It was terrible. It was great, but it was terrible. We got a nice big old trophy and my whole team signed my cast. I was feeling pretty good after the fact, but that was not the score I wanted to make at all.
I don't think I ever actually got a goal when I played.
Ouch.
Well, it's more so I was the kid who kind of like, oh, the ball's down in our defense line. Now I'm going to take it all the way to the other end and then give it to someone else. He can get the point.
Yeah. I used to do that a lot. I was always so nervous about messing it up.
Oh yeah, it's
And
never
you
wracking,
don't know
especially when
being a
two of them like
goalkeeper.
stick their foot out. Cheaty little buggers.
Oh wow.
Alright, so now we know a little bit about your downtime, so let's ask about what kind of impact OS has made towards your day-to-day. Would you say it's definitely altered your life day-to-day, or is it still just something you see as a hobby?
Oof, that's a hard question again. I think that it has to be a hobby, but I take it like a more important thing. It might sound like weird, but I really enjoy this game and all the community thing, and well, I think I'm involved a bit in the Spanish community, and now I'm starting with the whole community. I wanna be part of a bigger part of the community if I can, but I don't know, this is like a really important game for me. I never stayed in a game for this long time. I mean, 2 years playing almost every day, it's a long time.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Try being around for 8. Like, you
You
see
haven't been around
so
that
many...
long, have you?
It's about to be, yeah.
I thought it was only like 7.
It's 7 right now, but it's about to be. Like, I kind of got boned, per se, because I'm the 6,000th user to register in this game. I think like 6,000.
6,347.
Yep, there you go. So, like, I was here when this game was an infant. Like, because even then, like, most of the people that were registering either weren't able to play because we didn't have backwards compatibility, or just never decided to take part in the community. And I didn't post in the forums for a year. I didn't see a need to. I was just like, ooh, cool, rhythm game, I'm gonna play it. I didn't even know there was a chat in the game for 3 months.
Yeah, that happened to me also. I was like 3 years
Oh.
without knowing about the chat.
I
Yeah.
did something even worse.
What's that?
When me and a friend of mine started playing, we didn't know about personal message, the whole PM system, and we wanted to talk in game. So guess what we did?
Did you...
We found an empty public server, aka Japanese, and we talked in there.
Wow.
Wow.
Not even joking. We just had a private conversations in there.
Whoa.
Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the last question, and this one's a little bit on the lax side. So Juan,
Oh wow.
how was that
gonna enjoy
multi-match
this one.
how was that multi-match we played a couple days ago, brah?
Oh my god. That was the most strange thing that I have ever played in my entire life, I think.
Oh, it was good
I only
time.
can say the Hanser is the best mapper ever.
Oh god, Hanser is not the... Don't even get me started in that. Like, in all honesty, I have no idea why Inasphyxia was getting so mad. I honestly didn't, like, I'm not saying that map was horrible, I just said it looked horrible, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll continue to defend that. It does look horrible. And they're like, no, there was timing and stuff. Half those sliders are copy-paste and rotated. And they're not even good-looking sliders. They look like retarded shark fins, I guess,
Yeah.
would be what to say. But yeah, we had some pretty interesting music going on there, didn't we?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was only strange because it was a different type of multiplayer game. I saw you being like more of yourself rather than being what the community knows about you. I don't
Well,
know.
I
But
mean-
it was really fun.
Well, yeah, very, very true. Like, I can be myself a little bit more in multis, and I'm not trying to say I'm superficial or anything, but when you do hold a position where you're, like, looked up to in the community, like, if there's a problem, they go, hey, man, can you help? You can't just be like, well, fuck your tits. I'm not doing shit. Make sure to censor those too, deadbeat.
Nope.
Anyways, you know, it's just like when I'm in multis, you'll definitely see me act a whole lot more. Rambunctious, I guess you could say. I'm a playful little scamp, ain't I?
What?
But anyways, I really had a whole lot of fun with that multi-match too. I mean, we played some really weird songs.
Yeah.
What was that booty one? There was
No, the booty one, no.
the booty one. It had the booty sliders.
It was Lockdown, the one who selected that?
I think it was Locktab, the one that selected that one. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I selected American Idiot.
What, the Green Day song?
Yeah, the Green Day one.
That's a good song. I like that one.
What was funny is like, I get crushed at any like AR9 or these crazy jump maps and everything, but I'd go and select an older song and I'd just wreck face. I'd wreck everybody's face.
New people can't play like low AR.
No.
They're too used to AR 9 and 10.
It was
They're
great.
given like some 2009 map and they're just like, what?
Yeah, they just don't understand it. But with that, guys, we're going to move into our community questions now. If you guys have any questions for Juan, make sure to let us know. You can say it in the live room. There's not that many people here, so you can go ahead and ask. If you want talk power, let us know. We'll let you speak your question aloud. If you do not want to speak your question aloud because you're feeling a little bit shy, feel free to just type it down there at the bottom and we will ask it for you.
Woo!
Alright, so Staff Troll asks, how does one become pro?
Oh, that is a question for me or for the three of us?
Well, I can't be considered pro anymore because I stopped playing standard. And the highest rank I got was only like 300, so it's like not that great. But in personal things, and I'm pretty sure Juan's going to say the same thing as well as most pro players, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Even if it's a song you don't like, if it's got movements you're not used to, practice it. Play it. If it makes your wrist feel uncomfortable, play it till you are comfortable with it. That's saying in standard. With Mania, I would assume like if it's jacks or something that you're not used to playing, or lots of doubles, then you've probably got to play those maps and get accustomed to that, get used to that, get that feeling into you. Muscle memory
One
plays
important
a
thing,
huge
though.
key.
While we do say all this, please take breaks. Don't play for like 10 hours a day, then complain about a sore wrist.
You'll actually.
That's not going to get you better, that's just going to get you in bed for a week.
It will hurt you.
Not only that, if you start to get frustrated at something, stop, take a breath, take a deep breath, chill out, go get a soda, maybe go eat a sandwich, and then come back to it later. Chances are you'll probably do a lot better than you originally did, because mental has a lot to do with it. I know you wouldn't think so in a rhythm game, but if you set yourself up that you're going to miss this section because you've missed it before, chances are you're going to get nervous and miss that section. So what you can do is you can leave that song alone and come back to it later.
Yeah, don't play the same song like more than 4 or 5 times in a row. It will kill your score and you won't be able to do it again. I mean, in a long time. It happened to me in Ida Queen Mania song. I played like 20 times in a row and I couldn't beat my score, and I was like 7 months until I could beat that, like yesterday I think it was. So definitely you don't have to play. You have to play a lot, but a lot of different things. Don't play the same song all the time, unless it is Iron Man. I really like that map.
Okay. Alright, so True Noodle has something he'd like to ask. I'm assuming he wants talk power, so we'll go ahead and give him that. And then we've got a question from Master Neutral as well after this one. So thank you for the question, Staff Troll, and hello, True Noodle.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, do you do 60, 420, no scope, smoke weed every day?
Wow. That was a cool question. I think I didn't understand like the 25% of that, but if it has smoke weed and MLG or no scope or words like that, I would definitely like it.
Dang. Okay, nice.
All right, and thank you for that. I'm probably just gonna put a big Snoop Dogg thing over the part of that, but drop it like it's hot. That'll be a good censor. We can get away with that. Anyways, all right, and Master Neutral asks here from that, how does your team choose which maps to ban during a match?
Ooh, that's a really interesting question. Like, you have to... first of all, you have to know what are you good at. Like, if you're good at doing jacks, at doing streams, doing long notes, slider changes, and then when you have your best choices, then see the other team best choices, see their scores in ranked maps, and think about a strategy. Like, if you know they are not good at doing jacks, then try to not ban and pick jack songs, even if you're not the best jack player, to use it against the team that you're facing. You have to think like all the possibilities, not only what are you good at, but also what is your team worst. So that's the way I think that you have to ban songs.
Ah, I see. And that's usually the general consensus we get with that as well. So thank you for that question, Master Neutral. It does seem that Lolly Girl wants to add something. I have a really strange, like, no, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna call it. I guess they want talk power. Go ahead and give them that, I suppose. We'll see what happens here. Batten down the hatches.
Dum dum dum.
Hi, my name is Lolly Girl. What's up?
What's
Hi,
up?
Lolly Girl.
Hi, my question to you is, what is your favorite map in Osumania and why? For 4K and 7K, if you do play 7K.
Oh, hard one. I have like I think 2 or 3 maps that I for sure that will be in the top places, and that's our 4K maps because I don't play 7 key. If I have to say a 7 key song, I probably will pick Everlasting Message from Julie, but since I only play 4 key, yeah. But
Julie is a
4
great
key
member.
ones, I think I would select FKS from Sun. I really like that song and the map. I really like Black or White from DKD.
Alright, thank you.
Those two probably.
Alright, thank you so much for that question there. Alright, and it looks like Rio has a question as well. Would you like talk power, or do you want to just type that there? Just let us know. Alright, and they're going to go ahead and type that. Alright, and so they ask, do you play other games? And if so, what other games do you play?
I do play other games. I play like some CSGO. I'm really bad at it, but I play with my friends quite a bit. I also like to play some visual novels sometime. I enjoy like the Clannad one or Stains Gate one.
Have you ever played Ever 17?
I think I don't. No, I don't.
Ooh, it is a good one. It doesn't really have anything. It's safe for work. First off, it's a murder mystery. Second off, it's really, really good.
Whoa, I will try. I really like the mysteries and the murder things. I played Danganronpa and I really like it.
If you like murder mystery, you should try Umineko.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was good.
Also, a lesser-known visual novel that was released on the Nintendo DS is 999, 9 doors, 9 hours, 9...
Oh, I heard about that actually, but I never tried it.
I also did.
Oh, it is absolutely amazing. It's really good. I mean, yeah, it's a DS game, and you could probably finish it in about 7 or 8 hours, but it's really decent.
I should try that actually,
Yeah,
if I can find it.
it's really good. I mean, I don't condone it, but if you need to, I'm pretty sure you can find it on an emulator anymore.
I will try to find it.
All right. Well, thank you for that question, Lolly Girl. We're going to be moving on to the next one.
That wasn't Lolly Girl, that was weird.
Oh, boo! I'm fucking retarded.
Dude.
Make sure
And
to.
there's another hit miss.
Make sure to. Yeah, definitely make sure to. Oh man, I am just not feeling it today. Okay, Master Neutral has another question. How in the world do you accuracy on those sliders with notes? You have to click at the end of them. For example, and they have a push link here. Hold on, let me grab that. Good old push. Today's episode of the O's Talk has been brought to you by Push. Not really, I'm just
Yay.
saying stuff. But here we go. Here's a image for you to take a look at.
Hooray for product placement. Yeah.
Sell out with me, oh yeah.
So they are asking how to do that pattern accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the best way to hit long notes and those kind of patterns is to try to forget about the long note and only focus on the other notes. Like hitting long notes is hard because you have to hold and you have to press at the same time another key, and that's the hard part. That focus on two different things at the same time. So you have to try and forget about one. And the easier one to forget is the long note. And just if you have a pattern like that, you have to hit the note at the end of the long note. So you basically release all the stuff together and press all the stuff together. So it will be easier that way. Trying to not think about the hold and only stop holding it when you have the last note. I think that's the best way.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that question and that visual guide. I appreciate that. I'll probably go ahead and throw that up in the video as well so people know when you're talking about it. Okay, so we have a little bit of time here. We're running close to the end here. We'll go ahead.
We've got about 5 minutes.
All right. Okay, so Beatbreaker S asks, what's your view on the new Mania mascot? Do you feel it's going to be another epic female character like Yuzuru? You're a mean person. Beatbreaker S, you're a very mean person. Yuzu is a male.
Just remember that we haven't actually shown anything yet.
Yeah.
With the Mania mascot, I have an idea of how I want to do the reveal for whatever the person's name is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not at the point where we're ready for this yet. I'd like to think we can get something for the World Cup Grand Finals, but like it's not in my control.
Yeah. Well, not only
Hopefully we can, but at this point we can't promise anything. Sorry.
Well, TLDR to the whole thing is we're basically waiting to find a way where we can add her as a combo burst to the Mania game mode without it being intrusive.
If all I can say is if we at least can't get a full reveal, I'll see if it's okay if I can at least bullet out the name. At least give you guys something.
Yeah. Dude, I'm thinking I might just go full low mode and just like throw it on as my avatar like the day of the reveal. Just to be a jerk, because no one's gonna know what it is right when it's there, except for maybe the people listening to this. They'll be like, oh hey, another anime chick. And then they'll be like, oh, whoa, what? Yeah, so...
I recognize that anime chick.
Yep. It will happen soon. But anyways,
I think we'll end on that.
Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and end on that. And guys, remember, these videos usually go up about 2 to 3 days after the recording, so be sure to check it for the YouTube. And remember, Rhythm's only a click away, and we'll see you all real soon. And have a good one, guys. Also, I guess no one's gonna do it, so fuck it.
What the fuck?
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
That's how you're doing.
There we go.
No, really, what the fuck?
We were asked to.
David.
Yeah, you know nothing. We were asked to Dragon Ball Z in this episode, so we Dragon Ball Z ended this episode.
I thought the Dragon Ball Z thing was about the Grand Finals.
No. Oh, how I feel about the grand finals? Hold on.